Hi guys, Johnny Goode for Real Home Studio. I'm just having a quick look at Roland's Quad Capture. There's quite a few videos already on YouTube about this audio interface. It's been around for a few years. And Roland have just put out at the start of this year a whole sort of family of new interfaces. So you might start to see the price of this drop a little bit. Now I used to have the Duo a few years back, and I got hold of a Tascam 16X or ×08 interface because I had a bunch of projects coming on with bands and stuff like that. And over the last 18 months I've used that, and I've had nothing but audio dropouts and cracks and pops, and just times that I come to work within my sort of home studio space and it just not be working, and it used to really grind me that it would take over the sound of the computer as well, and I couldn't use a separate media player or go online at the same time. So I just got to a point where I was just getting really frustrated with it, so I wanted to get something else in my home studio which had more limited connectivity but just always worked. So I went back, I thought, look, I'm just going to get another one of those Roland Duos, and then saw a few of these quads on eBay and saw some really great reviews. Thought I'd give them a try, and I've been testing it over the last couple of weeks. You probably would have seen I put up a quick demo of me playing acoustic guitar. I just wanted to go through a few experiences of using it, and since then I've been using it to track an album track as well, so taking it right through the motions. And I've got to tell you that my experiences using that alongside using Sonar Cakewalk that I use, it's been flawless. In fact, it's been by far the best sound card I've ever used. It's been so silent. Now, with everything else I've used, including the Duo previously, which I ended up buying a separate adapter for, the interfaces have been, I can hear computer noise and it's been really frustrating, or electrical noise coming from somewhere, particularly with this bass, which you can't see this out of shot, but the bass that I use is pretty cheap and the pickups seem to just pick up everything that's going on. And I laid bass down yesterday on the quad and it was just silent. Now it's also drawing from the USB, so it's not got an adapter with it. So it's really impressive, and it does come with a ground lift option as well, so if you are having any problems like this, you also have that option to switch across, and apparently that can eliminate some of the potential hum and whirs and pops that you're getting through it, but I haven't need to do so because, as I say, it's eerily silent. It's excellent. It also has a couple of features which I've not seen before, used before on an interface, particularly sort of this price area. The main thing is this auto sends. I don't know if you can actually see it's there behind me on the desk. It has an auto sends button in the middle, and I thought this might be a bit gimmicky. You press it and then you play like 4 or 5 seconds at the loudest point of how you would be playing, as if you would be in a studio if you had a separate engineer. And like a separate engineer, the auto sends then detects the level that your gain level that your input should be. I kind of thought, that's kind of not going to work, probably like you're thinking now, and it works really, really well. And it's also really nice if you work on your own a lot, like I do. It's kind of nice just to have something else taking care of something, because you just have so much to think about when you're tracking yourself at home. So that's a really cool feature. I didn't think I'd use it, and I've just used it all the time. I think it's brilliant. And the other thing is that it has a mix knob between the playback and what you're recording, and I haven't had that before in an interface. So it means you can obviously turn down the backing track to get more send in from your instrument or voice, and vice versa, so you can get a really nice mix as you're recording. That's a really, really useful function, and as soon as I kind of use that, I thought, why don't more interfaces have this on them? This is a really, really useful thing. Other than that, everything's covered in other reviews which you can find online, which I kind of checked out before I ended up getting it. A few people gripe about that these interfaces don't have a separate volume for the monitors and your headphone, but I've got a really cheap Behringer 4-in headphone amp, which I just run out anyway, and I like to have multiple headphones anyway for like referencing and stuff. So I think that's it's not really a biggie for me at all. Things like the Phantom and stuff are also situated on the back of the unit, which people have moaned about a bit, but it's labelled up, it's easy to find really. We get quite used to where it is, so it doesn't cause me any problems at all. In fact, I just think this is an absolute keeper for me. I couldn't say a bad thing about it. I picked it up on eBay for 100 quid, so that's kind of about the price point that you might be able to find it new. They still seem to be, I think they were 169, 179, and I'd say they're certainly worth that. Just a really, really good, my experience anyway, solid home recording interface. Like with the Duo, I believe this does run on batteries as well, so you've kind of got that option as well. So like I say, just to sum up, I was finding I was just not wanting to do work at home. I was getting really switched off from things because I'd come to work and the interface wasn't working, or something would drop out, or it would come up with crazy messages, and it just really, really hacks at your workflow and your motivation to do a bit of recording, especially if time is precious like it is with mine. So big thumbs up to the Roland interface. It's kind of inspired me to get back in there and want to record and enjoy home recording again. Last thing is, just like the Duo, you can check the review out as well, the converters in this thing, and I don't understand how music gets turned into binary and stuff and goes into a computer, but there's something really round and pleasing about these Roland converters, which I certainly wasn't getting with the Tascam. There's just something very musical. I was recording intimate acoustic stuff yesterday, and it just seems to capture it really nicely. Very nice to the ear. That's a really good point. It sounds really good. I think that's about it. Double thumbs up for the Roland Quad Capture audio interface. If you like what I'm saying and you enjoy my videos, please subscribe on YouTube. You can check out the blogs on realhomestudio.com and have yourself a great day.